Hello students. In last class we discussed parameters of half wave rectifier. So now we are starting the remaining parameters of half wave rectifier. In a last class, the parameters we have discussed: the average current or a DC current and a RMS AC current and form factor and average DC voltage and RMS AC voltage are also discussed in your last class. Now we are going to start some remaining part of parameters in a half wave rectifier. The most important thing is ripple factor. So first we understand what is ripple factor. Last class I said the output of a rectifier on half wave rectifier, the output waveform is not pure DC, it is pulsating DC because of the output contain DC component and AC component. So the containing of our DC component and AC component in output of rectifier circuit is also known as pulsating DC. That is not pure DC. By the way, we perform pure DC by applying some adding extra circuit, that is a filter circuit. After filter, the circuit gives out the pure DC or nearly equal to pure DC or minimize the ripple factor. The ripple factor means the rectifier output contain AC as well as DC. The ripple factor measures in the percentage of AC component present in output of a rectifier circuit. In half wave rectifier, the ripple factor we can write So this is the definition of a ripple factor. Ripple factor is nothing but it is the output of a rectifier contains AC component as well as DC component. The ripple factor measures the percentage of AC components in the rectifier output. That means the rectifier output contains the output waveform contains, that is the output waveform. This is the positive half cycle, that is the no current, then again the positive half cycle. This is the I and this is the time axis, this is the origin. So in this waveform, this is the half wave rectifier waveform, the half wave rectifier output waveform. So this is the previous class discussion. So when the AC input reach at the diode, the AC input contain both component, positive and DC and positive and negative. So when diode get positive half cycle of input, then it allow the positive half cycle. So this is the positive half cycle flow in the circuit, the rectifier circuit, and in negative half cycle that is no signal, that is no current, then it will be time axis. Then again the positive half cycle can flow through the diode. So in this wave, the nature of this wave, the current will be gradually increase the maximum value, that is the maximum value, that is the Im, that is the maximum value, and then reach at the maximum point, then it will be decreased to reach at the axis, that is the 0. So in this nature, the current will be increased gradually to top or maximum point, then it is decreased. Next positive half cycle, like this, the positive half cycle, the current will be gradually increased and reached at the top point or a maximum point, then it will be decreased. So in this nature, this will be called as a ripple. So that is called as a ripple. So this ripple, that is a ripple, the increased, then it will be decouplable, then it increased and decreased, then increase and decrease, that is the AC nature. So the both natures or both components, AC and also DC, are in this waveform, that is the ripple factor. So finally we say that the ripple factor is understood by the output of a half wave rectifier contain AC component as well as DC component in the output of the rectifier. So this ripple factor measures the percentage of AC component in the rectifier output. That means how many AC components are present in a rectifier output, then we calculate this value. Now the ripple factor is equal to ripple factor denoted as gamma. So gamma equal to RMS value of AC component of output by DC value of output. So the ripple factor denoted as gamma equal to RMS value of AC component of output divided by DC value of output. That means how many AC components are present in the rectifier output, then calculated by this method. Now we write gamma equal to IAC RMS by IDC. So this is the formula of a ripple factor. This is the formula of ripple factor IRMSA of AC or IAC RMSA by IDC. Now we first calculated IAC RMSA and divided by IDC value, then we get a ripple factor or gamma. IAC RMSA, find out the IAC RMS equal to IL minus IDC, because due to IL equal to IAC IDC plus IAC. This is the IL. Load current is equal to the DC current plus AC current in output of rectifier is known as load current. Then IAC, then we find the IAC, equal to IL minus IDC, because IL equal to IDC plus IAC. Now we calculated IAC, so IAC equal to IL minus of IDC. So we first calculated IAC RMSA value, then we put this value IAC RMS equal to 1 by 2 pi, then RMS means root means square, then 0 to 2 pi IAC d omega t. So this is the IRMSA formula. Now we first put ISC. ISC is the IL. ISC, that is the root mean square, that is the root over. So RMS RMS means root mean square, root mean square of root mean square current. So the mean means average. Average means, now we see the output. So this is the output, this is the current axis, and this is the time axis, that is the 0. So this cycle is first starting 0, then cover, then the complete cycle, this is the pi, this is the 2 pi, and this is the 3 pi, and so on. Now input, compare the input, this is the input signal. So in this way, the negative half cycle not conducted, then it is the not conducted by the diode, then the complete cycle is covered the time period as 2 pi. So now we 2 pi. So now we calculated the ISC RMS. ISC RMS means root mean square, means the instantaneous value of the instantaneous value of AC in the output side, or the output of rectifier, the instantaneous value of ISC RMS in the rectifier output, so ISC equal to that is the output of rectifier, that is the output, the AC component contained in the output side. Now the IRMS of or ISC RMS equal to root over 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi ISC d omega t, that is the root of it. This value is the instantaneous value of AC. Instantaneous value means at any point in output circuit, the output waveform, the AC component is contained in over a ripple. At any point we calculated the AC value, the instantaneous value, that is the instantaneous value of the rectifier output, the ISC RMS equal to 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi, then ISC d omega t. Now we put this value, the ISC, so ISC equal to IL minus IDC. So this value we put at this point, then calculated this ripple factor. Now first we put this value. So ISC RMS equal to 1 by 2 pi I square AC d omega t 0 to 2 pi, and on the root over. Now that is equal to 1 by 2 pi integrating 0 to 2 pi. So ISC square means IL minus IDC square, IL minus IDC square d omega t under root. So this IL minus IDC is known as ISC because ISC equal to IL minus IDC. Then we put this value in ISC, then IL minus IDC, that is the square, root means square, that is the square, then root over. So now we simplify this equation by easiest method. So a minus b whole square. So now we write 1 by 2 pi integration 0 to 2 pi IL square plus IDC square minus 2 IL IDC d omega t under root. Then we again simplify 1 by 2 pi. This is the IL square d omega integration 0 to 2 pi IL square d omega t plus 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi I dc square d omega t minus then 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi IL into I dc d omega t. Then we put it's a root over, root means square means c, we put this root over. So now the IL square d omega t 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi IL square d omega t. So this value already discussed in your previous class, that is the IRMS. That is the IRMS square. Now we put this directly. This is the equation in previously we calculated IRMS square. Now plus 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi d sin I square dc I, that is the dc current, it is the constant term. Now it is take out outside the I dc square by 2 pi integration 0 to 2 pi d omega t minus next 1 by 2 pi, that is a constant, then IDC by 2 pi so sorry, that is a 2 and that is a 2, so 2 is a constant term, then the 2 IDC by 2 pi integrating IL d omega t 0 to 2 pi. Next, then this is the under root of root mean square So I RMS square plus IDC upon 2 pi 0 to 2 pi d omega t. Now minus 2 IDC by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi IL d omega t. So this is the integrative part and under root of RMS value. Next we calculated this value. Now that is equal to IRMS square plus IDC square upon 2 pi. That is the IDC square, IDC square, that is the 1 by 2 pi d omega t. So d omega t integrated as 0 to 2 pi, that is the 2 pi minus 0, that is the by 2 pi, that is 2 pi minus 0. Then minus 2 IDC minus 2 IDC minus 2 IDC. This is a DC value. Now this term is as a DC value, that is the IDC. In previous class we said that 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi IL d omega t, that is the IDC. Now we write directly into IDC under root. Next, that is the IRMS square plus 2 pi cancel, ID square minus 2 ID square. Next, ID square minus 2 ID square, that is the minus ID square. So that is equal to IRMS square minus ID square under root. So this is the ISC RMS value. This is the ISC RMS value is equal to IRMS square minus IDC square root over. Now this is the ISC RMS. So the ripple factor is the ratio of IRMS by IDC. Ripple factor is gamma. Now we calculated gamma. Now we calculated gamma. Gamma equal to ISC RMS by IDC. Now gamma equal to ISC RMS, the value IRMS square minus IDC square under root divided by IDC. So this is the gamma. Then we calculated a particular value, that is the gamma equal to IRMS square minus ID square by IDC, that is the IDC. Then IRMS by IDC square minus 1 under root. So this value IRMS by IDC is known as form factor. In the previous class I discussed the form factor. Form factor is the IRMS divided by IDC. So the form factor value is the 1.57. Now we put this value, the form factor value. Next we calculate the particular value of gamma. So gamma equal to this is the 1.57 square minus 1 under root, that is the y or gamma equal to 1.21. This is the value of half wave rectifier in half wave rectifier ripple factor. So this is the ripple factor of a half wave rectifier. So 1.21 is a value. This value is a ripple value or a ripple factor of output. So now the calculation of this process we will be remembering and find out the gamma.